Epicurean smokes, where the good times burn.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Steven here from Epicurean Smokes. Today we're going over my top 10 Cuban cigars for mid-year 2025. These were my favorites out of all of the Cuban cigars I've smoked so far this year, and I want to share them with you. Before we jump into this, let's give a shout out to our channel sponsors, Aixpi, Cigar Accessories, and Into the AM Clothing. Both of the links for these retailers are in the description sections below, and you can use our discount code Epicurean10 for 10% off. Let's get into the list. At the bottom of this top 10 list, if there really can be a bottom, is the Monte Cristo No. 2 Especial. This is a new format for me. I've smoked plenty of Lancero format Cuban cigars, but this is a short Lancero. So for those times where you don't have enough time to finish a full 7+ inch Lancero, a Monte Cristo No. 2 Especial as a short Lancero at just 5.9 inches long is a nice option if you're short on time. Next on the list we have the Trinidad Vigía. This is a Robusto sized cigar. You'll see several of those on the list. Lately I've tended to favor more of those shorter sized smokes, and it's definitely reflected in my list. The Trinidad Vigía, while it's a small package, really brings the essence of the Trinidad profile. It's a very aromatic, flavorful cigar, and very enjoyable. Next on the list, we have the Monte Cristo Open Master. This Open Master that I had was an English market selection Open Master. The open line cigars really haven't made it to my top 10s in quite a while. And so I was very pleased to find a very enjoyable experience in this Open Master that I had this year. At number 8, we have the Joyo de Monterrey, Le Joyo de Rio Seco. This is one of the largest ring gauge Cuban cigars in production at 56 ring gauge. And it really provides kind of a different take on the Joyo de Monterrey flavor profile. I very much enjoyed it, and enjoyed it in good company. Next on the list, we have a classic, the Monte Cristo No. 2. The Monte Cristo No. 2 is a pyramid-shaped cigar that has such beautiful notes of cocoa, wood, and light spice with a beautiful caramel note. This medley of flavors in the profile make it so enjoyable, and having it in the larger format compared to the No. 2 Especial, for example, really gives you the full gamut of flavor without too much intensity. Next on the list at number 6, we have the Partagas Origen, and this is from the new Lineia Maestro line. So the Lineia Maestro line is the newer line. You may have seen the blue bands instead of the classic red bands from Partagas. And this Lineia Maestro line, it has just some beautiful selections in the Maestro, Origen, and Rito. This year I tried the Origen, and that is a 46 ring gauge Bondadosos cigar with a 109 head. And the shape of these cigars is very hard to roll, but man, does it produce a beautiful appearing and beautiful tasting cigar. Next, we have the Punch Short de Punch. And the Punch Short de Punch for me was enjoyed in the Ritz in London. And so again, you have English market selection with a beautiful backdrop in the Ritz Lounge. But I will say that the cigar itself is very well done. And I have been fortunate enough to be smoking from an entire box of them, and they are continuing to impress me. So Punch Short de Punch is next on this list. After that, we have the San Cristobal La Punta. La Punta is another cigar that is a new one for me this year, as I hadn't tried it in prior years. And again, very impressive, very enjoyable cigar. After the La Punta, we have the Monte Cristo No. 1. This is a Cervantes Vitola, so it's a 42 ring gauge, longer cigar, little chunkier than your standard 38 ring gauge Lancero. And that really brings in yet another take of this nice Monte Cristo profile that we've been working through in our Legends of the Leaf series this year. So very enjoyable cigar. Before we get to our top pick, I want to give the honorable mention. This one stands out as an honorable mention to me because it's a beautiful Cuban cigar that I experienced this year. However, it is not attainable. And I think that's one of the things that may frustrate viewers. If you watch a list of things that you cannot have, then that's kind of no fun. The one that I'm speaking about, of course, is the Alex Glez MJ23. And this is just the most amazing double Lancero I have ever seen and have ever smoked. And the flavor profile throughout the entire cigar was absolutely beautiful. A full multi-course meal of coffees and chocolates and caramels and other sweet notes. It was one that was a commitment to time, but absolutely enjoyable every bit of the way. And we'll get to our #1 spot here, the Hoyo de Monterrey Double Corona. The Hoyo Double Corona takes the top spot this year for me. Last year was the Partagas Lusitanias at the year end. And for me, the Hoyo Double Corona has just blown it out of the water. I have smoked Lusitanias this year, and they don't touch the Double Corona from Hoyo de Monterrey. It, like the AG MJ23 cigar, is really a multi-course meal. It leads you through a story, and that to me is just such an impressive and difficult thing for a cigar to do. When you smoke cigars, you may see transition in first, third, second, third, final third, but for these to be entirely cohesive and perfectly balanced in a way that tells a continuous story, yet has differences in the thirds, is very, very difficult to do. And this cigar does it. So for mid-year 2025, my favorite cigar is the Hoyo de Monterrey Double Corona. As always, I appreciate you for tuning into my videos. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon as well. Bye!
So till next time.